Well, we got another awesome scientist coming your way, Dr. Trilce Estrada. She's a computer scientist at UNM's Center for Advanced Research Computing, who studies machine learning, big data, and crowdsourcing. Her research has been applied across the sciences as well as in health and education, and she told me that she believes that a computer is only as good as the difference it can make in the world, and she strives to achieve this level of impact with her work. She holds a PhD from the University of Delaware, a master's from the Instituto Nacional de Astrofísica Óptica y Electrónica, and a BS from the University of Guadalajara. She lives, works, and teaches in New Mexico. Trilce Estrada.
Hello everyone. So what I'm going to tell you are my own words, but I'm also going to tell you a lot of gossip, so I'm not responsible for those. I'm a computer scientist and my research is in big data. And probably you have heard a lot of big data lately in the last couple of years, and with good reason, because data comes from everywhere. From phones to televisions to computers, from infrastructure, from intelligent buildings, from trains and cars, even interactions with your friends and family. So how many of you use Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram today? Hashtag March for Science, right? So every time you click, every time you post, every time you like or say something on the social media, you're generating a data point in this tsunami of data. And this is why Facebook now can figure out when you're going to fall in love and if you're going to get a divorce. Twitter is able to figure out heart rate disease, even if nobody is talking about that, just about the sentiment of the people. Google is able to figure out the spread of disease even faster than the FDA, up to 2 weeks faster, so that's amazing. Big data is also the reason those ads in the size of your browser seem to be reading your minds. But let me tell you a story. A couple of years ago, gossip time. So a couple of years ago, Target was making headlines because they had a predictive analytics department and they were targeting pregnant customers. They were trying to figure out when a customer was pregnant. And the story says that they were able to figure out that a specific teenage girl was pregnant even before their family. So they started marketing to that girl, and as everybody else, sending her coupons and promotions and offers and everything. And that's the way the family figured out that the girl was pregnant. They were not happy, of course. But the story itself, maybe it's an exaggeration, maybe it's not true, but there is a lot of truth in all of that. All those big companies know a lot about us. They have from grocery stores to big banks and the U.S. Postal Service. They all have predictive analytics teams devoted to figure out everything about their customers. For example, Walmart knows that people that is going to buy diapers, they are very likely to buy also beer. And yeah, they don't need big data to know that, right? Every parent knows those things. But they also know that, for example, in the event of a hurricane, you are more likely to buy Pop-Tarts. And so they are going to grab that and play with their price and their location to make sure that you are going to buy a bunch of other stuff. That's kind of the power of big data, to be able to manipulate your actions. But big data is not just about people, these big companies trying to get all your money by manipulating your actions. Big data is about making sense and gaining insight from data, and is used in science for a variety of reasons. For example, medical research is moving from broad-based treatments to targeted testing and personalized medicine depending on specific genetic markers. Climate science now has a larger body of observational data from sensors to better create models to predict the effects of climate. Citizen science enables the discovery of exoplanets, faster detection of earthquakes, and even malaria. In my lab, we analyze folding of proteins to try to find better drugs for diseases like Parkinson and schizophrenia. We analyze images and medical records and even personality traits to understand the problems that lead to people to obesity and diabetes. Social media is also a source for scientific data. We use behavioral analysis from social interactions to design didactic approaches that engage students and promote learning. From a computer scientist, it's like we're in heaven right now. We're getting data from everywhere, and it's our job to try to make sense of all of that. Nowadays, data is more valuable than gold, and then we need to protect it. And I'm going to ask you two specific things to protect data. First, we need to fight for a right to keep private data private. I don't know if you know about this recent legislation, but there is recent legislation that allows your internet service provider to sell sensitive information even without your consent. Medical information, financial information, social security, your very own browsing history, every single click. Not even children information is safe anymore. So we cannot let this happen. You need to contact your representative. Tell them this is not right. Your private data or sensitive data belong to us and needs to be safe, needs to be protected. The second thing is scientific data needs to be open. It's the other side of the spectrum. Scientific data is the only way. It's the only way we can move science forward. Scientific data needs to be preserved, shared, widely disseminated. Scientific data cannot be destroyed just because people in government do not agree with the facts that they are showing us. Data enables discovery. Data enables scientific revolutions. So please, let's try to protect our data. Thank you.